welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it is your first time of coming across this channel, do well to support me by subscribing. Turn on your post notification bell icon. That way you wouldn't miss on me anytime I upload a video. If it's your first ever time of coming across my channel, my name is Rebecca Ajiman, BSc RN from Ghana, currently living and working in England as a registered nurse. In today's video, I'm going to tell you how much exactly a nurse earns here in the UK, and I'm going to use my first ever paycheck to give a vivid example. So watch this video to the end and enjoy this video. Do want to give this video a thumbs up. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and comment in the comment section down below. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I made videos. It's because, I wasn't motivated to do any. But I have this question being on my radar. Lots of people are asking about salary here in the UK. And today I have a very beautiful weather. The sun is all out and we hope it will be out throughout the day. It's been such a while since I saw the sun this high. And I'm high today as well. So I want to do this video. I want to tell you my exact pay or my first paycheck I ever received here in the UK. And this video is not to brag or to, show off or anything, but it's just to let you know how little or how much you should expect if you are moving here in the UK as a first timer. And the reason for this video is for you to plan, because lots of you have been asking me, we want to plan how to move. I have kids, I have this, I have that. I also have 3 kids who are currently not here. So currently I'm alone here, and you can plan, because definitely it's good to plan. You have to know what to expect. And just like myself, the first time I saw my offer letter stating how much I will be earning, the first thing I did was to grab my calculator and I started converting the pounds into cedis. And when you do that, you are like, hey, the money is so much, the money. But when you are spending it here is another story. It's a different ballgame altogether, all right? So I'll be giving you a general overview of how much you should expect, at least for your first month or for your first 2 months. But this is subject to review because I communicated with some colleagues of mine who came around the same time that I came, and some received differently. Some received more than me, some received less than me. So there are some factors that will make you earn more or less in your first month or first 2 months of arriving here in the UK. But this is just an overview for you to know how much or how less you are going to receive. And don't fall into this trap of just taking your calculators and calculating it into cedis, into naira, into rupee or whatever currency that you are using. Because if you are spending the money here, trust me, it is different. Because you have to do plus or minuses. You are going to take a lot of bills or something out of the money. Okay, but what I know is that with your first 2 to 3 months, sorry for my voice, with the first 2 to 3 months, I know that most of the trust or agents are going to give you free accommodation. So at least that is going to get off your head. So what you have to be doing is to gather more money to start life as you move out of this free accommodation that is going to be given to you. Okay, so this is money, but it is no money, because you are going to spend on groceries. If you want to look good, you are going to spend on yourself as well. And as I always say, look good, smell good, and eat good, right? So apart from doing everything, think about yourself. Think about how this money can help you to make yourself better before you make other people around you also better, because you struggled for it, you earned it, and you deserve all the happiness that you are supposed to have. I remember the first phone I bought, very horrible, with the screens, half of the phone screen was off. So my first paycheck, I just had to get some things for myself and then think about other people as well. So this is just to help you, especially those of you who have kids. You know, you have to plan and all that. So I understand you, because I also asked lots of questions. So this is my first ever paycheck. You can see NHS, and then this is the payroll. Some people have longer payrolls than this because they are doing overtimes and all that, but this is the very first ever, as I said, here in the UK. And some people talk about tax deductions. Some say they are not deducted tax. Some say they were deducted tax in their first ever paycheck. And the reason why I say some people earn more, some people earn less, is because, like, for example, in the trust that I work with, if you work in an isolation ward, or let's say in a COVID ward, now currently, if you work in a COVID ward, prior to COVID, there was nothing like that. But currently, if you work in a COVID ward, you are going to take £1,500 in addition to your first paycheck. Okay, so it means you're going to get more, because you're getting 1,500 more than what every other person is getting, just because you are working in an isolation center. And then a year after, you are going to get an additional 1,500. So this is like a kind of an insurance or a compensation for you as you are working in a COVID or in an isolation or in a heavy duty ward. Let's say a heavy duty ward, like a dementia ward, where you have, it looks like a care home setting, but it's within the NHS. You are doing all this kind of dirty work, so you are going to get more. It's like a form of a compensation. But if you are at where I am, then you're going to get just your salary without any compensation, because there are no risk as far as infections are concerned. All right, so this is your first ever paycheck, and it starts with the details above. So you would have your bank details. Sorry if you can't see much, you would have your bank details above like that. And then you have your paycheck with your payroll number, your units, your name, of course, and then your qualification, and then how many hours you're expected to work, and then your hospital's location. All right, so my hospital is a big trust, and we have 5 main sites under the trust, and I am in the main site. That's the biggest site of all. So you have your site, but if it's just one trust, you're going to have just your trust name there. So yeah, you are coming initially as a band 4, as I've been saying over and over. You are coming as a band 4 or as a pre-registered nurse. This is because you have started the NMC registration process, but you haven't completed. All right, so you've done it up to a point, and you are waiting to take your OSCE so that you can get your PIN, and you'll be moved to the band 5. And prior to that, you still have to work, you still have to make money, because you have lots of responsibilities back home and for yourself. So that is how good they are. They will allow you to work whilst you get money, and whilst you wait to take your PIN, or whilst you wait to take your OSCE. So this salary is a pre-registration nurse salary, and I have my basic salary with the rate being £11.19 per hour. Doesn't sound so good. This is NHS for you. The care homes pay more than that. So proud to be in a band 5, I was taking £11.19 per hour, and in a month it was 1,824.33. And I was also given basic pay arrears. I don't know what that was. Basic pay arrears, probably. I don't know. And that was £608.11 in a month. Okay, so I had some deductions made, though I wasn't paying for tax, but I paid for pension and something else. I'm not so sure of what it was. And both of them added up to £369.55 in a month. So in total, the income was £2,424.44, and the deductions were £369.55. So my take home, what I took home for the first ever month in the UK was £2,062.89. 2,000, so it's here, sorry, 2,062.89. And that is how little or how much I was taking. And honestly, guys, when you start to pay bills, you start to make commitments, this money is no money. The first thing I did when I saw the salary, I just went to my phone. Hey, how much is it going to be in cities? How much is it going to be in cities? And I was also excited. But when you start spending the money here, you realize that if you are not so disciplined on how to go about, money, you have to save, how you have to spend, you may even go, zero negative before the month ends. So this salary that I just mentioned, whether or not it's going to be enough to, sustain you and your family is actually a personal decision. It's a personal decision, is how much you spend, is how your spending, habit is. That will determine whether this salary is enough for you or not. And mind you, this salary doesn't include overtime. It doesn't include extra duties. It doesn't include nothing. It's just my 37.5 hours that I work. That is 3 shifts in a week, sometimes 4 in a week, because where I am, I was doing 10.5 hours. So in a week, I was doing 4 shifts. But those who were doing 12 hours in a shift, they were doing 3 shifts in a week, and you have 4 days off. So if you do this shift, this is what you are going to be expected to be having without tax deductions. Some of my colleagues who came around the same time that I came had tax deductions, and they had around £1,600 for as their take-home, salary. So I think it's enough for you as a starter. You don't have a car yet that is going to take you insurances, fuel, and all that. You haven't started living in a big apartment that is going to, take much of money and bills. And mind you, if you're staying in Northern Ireland, you're not going to pay council tax and all those things, but you're going to receive fairly the same salary. And if you're in the care home, you're going to take more than what I just mentioned. I had a care home job, but I don't know what came over me. I didn't accept it. And that care home job was going to pay me 25% more than my NHS salary. So mind you, if you're in the care home, you're going to get more than the NHS. So that is what I have for you today. I hope this video is helpful. If you think this video is, do well to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. Feel free to share with your friends, all right? So I'll see you in my next video. It's bye for now.